What's up, guys? Welcome back to Sunday Sports Club Podcast, a podcast all about sports told by a woman, and that woman is me. Hi, guys. I'm Allison Kuch, and today we are joined by Michigan royalty. We have Kelly Stafford, wife to Matt Stafford, and mother of how many children?
Four girls.
Are you okay?
No,
Is your husband okay?
I ask myself that every morning. I think he's more okay than I am. But no, I appreciate you having me on. And I love how you just said Michigan royalty because I think I'm not loved there anymore. But my husband is, so that's okay.
Okay. Anyway, I always thought you guys were the coolest, couple. Looked up to you, and I'm like, oh, wow, now we're sitting at a table here many years later.
And tables have turned.
Yeah.
I look up to you now.
Okay.
Which is pretty awesome.
I am taller than you, so that makes a little bit more sense.
You do have height. I'm jealous of that.
Well, I just want to start off by saying how much of a legend you are in so many different spaces. I mean, your husband is going into year
17.
17.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So this has been, it's just every year the same cadence. OTAs, training camp, NFL season, kind of through and through. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like people get who you really are?
I feel like now they do, now that they've gotten a good taste of me on my podcast. Before, no, not at all. And I honestly, if I'm being truthful with you, I don't think I really got myself for a good decade there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of changes have happened in 17 years. Mm-hmm. When Matt first came into the NFL, were you guys married, engaged?
No.
Okay.
We were dating. To be honest, when he got drafted, I didn't think we'd last past, I don't know. I was hoping. I was hopeful, obviously, but no, we were just kind of dating. We did we were dating.
Mm-hmm. We were kind of dating.
Yeah, we weren't kind of dating. We were dating, did the long distance.
He's like, wow, this is news to me.
Yeah. Well, if honestly, yeah, you may be right. It might not have been to him, but to me, yes. But no, he went up to Michigan. I stayed at Georgia. We did long distance, and then kind of got tired of that. And he said, do you want to move up here? Which was a big move. There was no ring involved. I was 19. I was young.
Oh, wow.
I had not finished school. So I am raised in a Southern home, and my dad was like, absolutely not. I kind of just went against what he said and moved.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I did. I
heard
love
the
this
absolutely
man.
part.
Yeah, I was like, sorry, I'm still going to go. One of the things that pulled me to is Georgia didn't have a nursing school. I wanted to be a nurse. There was a school in Michigan, Oakland University, that had a great nursing program. Mm-hmm. So it was like I could transfer up there and go to nursing school because Georgia didn't have it. It was it was a lucky coincidence there that was the case. But no, we just were dating, and then we continued to date for God knows how long. So.
I know. I was going to ask, when did you guys get engaged?
We got engaged in 2014. So that was 5 to 6 years in the league.
I'm sure your dad was really happy.
Finally. I didn't even tell Matthew this, but my dad told me if he didn't propose the off season that he actually did, that I had to come back home. And I didn't fight it.
Okay.
I didn't, because I was like, you know what? You're right. I've been up there a long time. I'm living this life. I moved away from, and not that I was, resented him for that by any means, but it was kind of like I gave up a lot. And that's how I viewed it at the time.
Yes.
I gave up so much. Why can't you commit to me? Looking back at it, we were young as shit.
Right.
Turns out.
Super young.
Yes.
Now looking back, you're like, okay, there's a reason we didn't get engaged.
1,000%.
But at the time, you're like, yeah, I don't know why. Why has he not? Do you feel like at that point you were almost kind of playing house, playing the wife
the role? I hate playing the role.
It's you don't buy the milk, or you don't buy the cow if you're getting the milk for free.
Exactly. And it was kind of just I was doing any housewife would, doing everything at home and making sure everything's taken care of, and then realizing that could be over in a hot second. And I don't know, left with and that's what my dad said when I was moving out there. And he told Matthew that. He goes, what happens when you guys break up? Mm-hmm. What happens to my daughter? She's in a different state. She doesn't have her degree. She doesn't have anything to fall back on. And he was like, well, she's going to go to nursing school. And he goes, well, what if you break up while she's in nursing school? He goes, I will make sure she has a place to live, that she can finish out her degree. And
you're like, you're going to break up with me.
Yeah, I was like, what are we talking about? Like, I'm not moving now. But no, I look at it now. I have daughters, from my dad's point of view, going, wow. Like, I mean, I'm surprised he didn't tie me down and be like, no, you're not fucking
Can you imagine your oldest daughter's in 10 years, 11 years, moving in with a guy?
No. Poor guy. God. I mean, hats off to him.
Like, honestly?
Prayers to him. No. Yeah, it's honestly really wild to think about how young we both were. And I do think Matthew had to grow up really fast, as most players that enter the NFL do. You kind of become an adult overnight. You go to college, it's all fun and games, and then you're expected to run a franchise. So he grew up really fast, so I felt like we were super mature.
Right.
And I was like, I'm ready.
You're like, I've also matured overnight.
Like, I'm 19 and I'm so ready to get married.
Right. He entered the NFL at a young age. You were at a young age. Do you feel like you had challenges growing up in the NFL as a couple?
Oh yeah. And honestly, well, I think we have challenges just like every other couple growing up together. Like you mold each, like you kind of just, you grow and then you kind of might grow in separate ways. You come back, you kind of do that whole thing. And that's always challenging. But I do think when there's an added pressure to be a certain way in public or to be a certain couple, that can get hard. And honestly, I think he never really felt that pressure. I felt the pressure. And so I would try and look a certain way, act a certain way. And he'd be like, who the hell are you doing? I'm like, I don't know. I'm just like, isn't this what I'm supposed to do? Like,
that's what I'm supposed to look like all the time?
Like, isn't this what I'm, like, what do you mean? Chest out, like, I'm proper.
Shoulders back. You're like, I have great.
He's like, relax. But easier for, I feel like, him to say. But no, it was those added pressures. I feel like everyone goes through those ebbs and flows as a couple. And Michigan is a small market, meaning football is big deal.
It
big
is.
market for football.
For sure.
But like, so everyone I went from being just another Georgia girl, like whatever, sorority. I hated my sorority, so I'm not gonna go there. But went up to Michigan and all of a sudden I am known because I am the girlfriend of somebody. And that kind of happened overnight, which was a little daunting to me because I just wasn't expecting it. In the South, we're all about college football. So like NFL football, I didn't really like follow.
Right.
But going to Detroit, then I realized how big of a deal it was.
It's anything with a ball in Michigan. It's just like, yes.
I love it.
Like, I loved it too.
I love it.
I was the one consuming it. I wasn't the one living it.
I didn't love that. You're right. I didn't love that part about it. But I love that that city is so passionate about sports.
Very passionate.
How I grew up.
I have so much respect for the passionate cities, like the Buffalo, the Wisconsin. That's not a city, but you guys get what I'm saying.
Well, Green Bay, is it a city? Who knows?
I don't know. I haven't been there.
It's a town.
So I do love that passion, and I'm sure that you kind of felt like almost a family or the community of Michigan and like Detroit.
100%. And so like it was in the direst times of us that I really felt that. And to a point where they didn't have to do any of that. Like when I had my brain tumor and stuff, they didn't have to support and write letters.
She's like, that brain tumor.
Well, but it's true. And like looking back on it, yes, but that city kind of surrounded me in a time where I felt very alone and made me feel like, oh, I'm easily going to get through this. And I'll always be grateful to that place for so many reasons, but that one especially.
We'll talk about the brain tumor.
Okay.
that little brain tumor. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second.
Okay.
So then you go on, you get married, you have children. I mean, you quite literally grew up while your husband was playing in the NFL. Do you feel like people have a misconception about you?
Probably. I mean, just like what you see possibly if you don't follow the podcast, even on my social media, I try and be as real as I can. But I think the misconception about me, I would say is, well, I feel like it's like every other NFL or professional athlete girlfriend that I don't do anything, that I sit my ass at home, all those things. And some of it's true. Hell, I mean, like, there are days that I don't want to do shit. And turns out I don't do shit because I need those days just like everybody
really
else.
Nice to not do shit.
Yes, like but I will say, I mean, I am born and raised in the South, taught to be independent on my own, taught to raise good children. I mean, I am working through it just like everybody else. Like, no matter what's behind me in a way of, and I'm very, very blessed to have obviously an incredible husband who supports me nonstop.
Yep.
And very blessed, which everyone will point out, financially, to be able to do certain things and afford certain luxuries in this life. But at the end of the day, like, I still want to prove to myself that I don't need any of that. And so that and to my kids, because I'm like, listen, you're not going to grow up and be spoiled, rotten brats. I won't raise that. I can't do it. And it's hard because it could be easy to get them whatever they wanted. So they'd
Mommy, I want a pony. And you're like,
no, yeah. But then go fucking work on the. I was about to say work on the corner, but that sounds bad. But like
go work at a farm.
Yeah,
you might live in a farm community. We don't know.
Yes, well, and I'm like, then go put a lemonade stand out, make some money. If you want to buy something, great. I will support you.
If I'm putting a lemonade stand out in the nice parts of LA, you could maybe buy a pony.
The amount of money these kids make on lemonade stands in this neighborhood.
Wait, I need to know.
Girl, people will drive by and just give $100. Be like, good job with the sign.
That's so me. I'm like, do you guys have Venmo?
No, it's true. And then
they're putting up the QR code. I'm like, I think you guys are onto something.
So easy. And they make a shit. And to the point where I'm like, all right, well, we're just going to put some of this away.
It's like the Halloween candy. You're just like dividing it and taking some for yourself. You're like, Mommy needs Starbucks. Let's go.
Yeah, exactly. No, I mean, but I will say and my husband didn't grow up in this type of situation either. So raising kids is a learning process, and we learn as we go. And what, there are some, like the other day, he was like, how many book bags do they have? They have like fucking 7 book bags. I don't even know how it happened. Like, they have a soccer book bag, they have a gymnastics book bag. I thought you were
just saying 7 book bags for school. I was like, I do think you guys are overdoing it a little bit.
No, I mean, I don't even know how it happened. But I open there and I go, holy shit, they do. And of course he would point it out. I'm like, it's Amazon book bags. But he's right. He's like, but why do they have so many? I'm like, I don't fucking know. I don't know.
Like, different sports, so I don't lose the jersey. So I don't lose my god freaking mind when it's the game day and I'm looking for the jersey.
Yeah, turns out the cleats, the shin guards, the ball are all in the soccer bag, and then you got the grips. God bless gymnastics and the leotards, whatever in that. I don't know. But he's right. But it's a learning.
It's a learning
process.
A learning process.
Yes.
Well, you mentioned that you felt like in the beginning of his career, you kind of had to keep up like an image. Do you feel the same way now?
No.
I'm
too old.
So like now for football games, are you like, I'm pre-planning outfits?
So I always am telling myself this is his last year. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to have some fun.
I need to go big this year.
Yeah, I'm going to have some fun. Not like pre-planning like nice. I don't do like the designer-ish ones, but I do like the fun, like
the custom
Stafford on the back, or and really for the girls, I would say.
Cute family pictures.
Yes, and they can have those. I save all these things so they can just like, I don't know, give them to their kids. Not that they're going on grandpa's fucking denim jacket with a painting on the back, but I'm like, well, we paid a shit ton for it, so that shit's getting saved somehow. But no, the pressure now, I feel like the pressure is just different. It's I've kind of gotten over the looks portion of it, and it's more now like, can I carry myself in a professional manner? Because I've gotten a lot of headlines of maybe not looking like that. So can I, and I even told my mom this, because I was like, I mean, the way I'm painted isn't me. And so how do I kind of show them who I actually am? Like, how do I, and not necessarily change it, because I said all those things, I did all those things that we're discussing, but how do I show that like that has molded me,
right?
Into someone different than I was, 20 years ago when this was happening.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, you're super open about your life, which I admire. I do like when people are super open and transparent about the challenges in life that shape them and to who they are now. When you see criticism online or in the media, how do you handle that? And like, how do you want to be open about that?
It's tough. I mean, because I do feel like the more honest and vulnerable I am, the more I get taken advantage of. And
do you feel like that sucks? Because you're like, I'm trying to be as transparent. I have nothing to hide. And then sometimes your transparency is taken in a wrong direction.
1000%. Like, I've had this conversation with my producer multiple times. Like, is this still worth it?
Mm-hmm.
Like, is me being myself and putting myself out there and trying to tell you guys, like, shit ain't always butterflies, even in a life that you might think it is.
Right.
Like, it's okay to fail and all this stuff. But then when you talk about your failures, those failures are literally blasted. And people just see the headline and then they come up with a total personality for you. Mm-hmm. I struggle with it still. Yeah. Like there are times where, you know, I'll get sent a headline. I'm like, what the fuck? How did they pull that out of?
Where did this come from? I hope nothing comes from this podcast.
No, and but honestly, if it does, it's part of it. Yeah. And I have to come to terms with that. It is a game right now. Like, what's worth it?
Mm-hmm. That's a tough game to play, though.
Really tough.
Because especially when you're like, I'm trying to do my best and be open and give like this inside look and just be myself. Yeah. And then people are like, what about that?
Yeah. People hate yourself. People hate your true self. I'm like, whoa, got it.
Like,
okay.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And I'm
not
also,
liked.
Yeah. And I'm also, to be honest, my kids.
Yeah. Because your kids are at the age where they're on social media, like.
I mean,
do they have their own social media?
No. They don't have phones or anything. But I will say, like, when there was speculation of Matthew getting traded this past year, and then it was a headline that his wife was the problem, and that's part of the reason.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And listen, media is media. They're going to dig and do whatever they need to do to make a story. But the kids at school were, like, picking on them, being like, well, you're going to have to move because your mom doesn't shut her, like, or your mom is an issue. Like, she's too loud and whatever.
Yikes.
And so my girls came home and they're like, Mommy, are we having to move because of you? And I was like, because of me? And they're like, yeah, like, the Rams don't like you. And I was like, what the fuck?
Like, I'm going to call up the Rams right now.
Yeah, I don't know. And it wasn't it was just like media being media, right?
Yes.
And
sometimes I feel like they just like to create their own story.
For sure. And then what's going to grab your attention? That grabs attention.
That would grab my attention for sure.
Rather than the truth, you know.
The person who wrote that article maybe, like, doing their job but in the wrong way.
Listen, teach their own. At this point, I'm just I'm not surprised by anything anymore. But it does get tough to realize when it's worth it and when it's not. Because when my kids start getting backlash from it, right, that's big for me. My husband and I can handle it. I mean, I can barely handle it, but my husband
can't handle it. I, like you guys see, I like to cry.
Yeah. I mean, not going to lie, I'm probably in tears as well.
Yes.
But I have a great producer who talks me up and some friends and family. But, like, again, when it's my daughters, that's when it's going to be.
It hits a little.
It hits really differently.
It's deeper.
Yeah.
I mean, you've talked about prenups to plastic surgery. You've been so open. What do you like sharing?
What do I what?
What do you like sharing? Like, what is your favorite part of sharing and being transparent? And
I mean, I think, honestly, my favorite part is, like, challenges. Like, talking about what is challenging and kind of building a community around that. I mean, I talk about parenting in general a lot on this podcast or my podcast because it's hard and I don't know what I'm doing and I'm failing left and right.
Thank you for saying that because I was like, does everybody have a book that I don't own?
No, and I feel like we get there's a lot of judgments thrown our way with how we're parenting, what we're doing. But I always try and talk about that because it's not, one, it's nice to get off my chest, right?
Yes.
And two, it's really nice for the feedback to be like, girl, I was in the same boat. This is what I did.
It's so nice.
Hey, girl. You know, like it does build a sense of community in a space where sometimes you feel really alienated and that you're doing everything fucking wrong.
For sure.
And for people to be like, hey, I'm doing it wrong too. You're like, thank God. Thank God.
I wish you could see my Kindle books that I've recently downloaded because my daughter is now in this stage of tantrums, picky eating. I feel like I'm doing everything wrong. And I'm like, literally have all these books. I'm like, I'm going to have to read all these books and then create a synopsis and then pick and choose what I want.
Like parenting books?
Yes.
Okay.
What am I doing?
Well, I think you're doing it right. I don't think
does
your child feel loved at the end of the day?
She's happy. Then
you're doing it right. I mean, picky eaters are going to happen. Challenging moments are going to happen.
She's eating air at this point.
Well, she'll eat when she's
got
hungry.
thick thighs. I don't know where it's coming from. Something about osmosis or I don't know. Maybe it is the air quality down in Orange County.
She's like, I'm full.
Sometimes that's how it seems because I'm like, this is.
It happens though. Eating's the toughest part.
Okay, that's good. That's good to hear. See, this is why people should be open and transparent, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I went through a stage where I was like, eat the fucking food. Eat it.
Yeah, right.
Sometimes you, like, I'm like, first of all, like this nice meal was prepared. Eat the food. Mm-hmm. Just take a bite.
Like, it's so tasty.
Yeah.
Look, yum, yum, yum. You want to feed it to mommy?
I mean, I'm not kidding, there's a 6-month span where I had to take a step back and be like, I can't force my children to eat. But like when there's 4 of them, I'm like, you fucking eat. You're doing okay. You suck. Eat. Like, I mean, it's hard.
Yeah, you're like the only person I know that's getting fed in my house right now is the dog.
Yeah.
Okay? My husband's on a 3-day fast. My daughter's eating air. The dog is thriving.
Dog is eating all everybody else's food. Dog's like, I'll eat your food and your food.
Yeah,
Thank
and
you.
like our dogs are thriving. Okay, that's
that.
all. That's what I do know. If you guys have been following me on social media for a while, you know I love my drinks. Like any type of drink. I actually used to have a little series on social media that I would like try out a new drink every week, and I would rate it like 1 to 10, and it would kind of just be all over the place. All that being said, I just love drinks, and a drink that I have been a recent fan of is called Simply Pop. So Simply has launched a new prebiotic soda, Simply Pop, which is the new juicy soda. There are 5 flavors. They have pineapple mango, lime, strawberry, citrus punch, and fruit punch. Simply Pop is a new fruit-forward bevy of prebiotic sodas made with 6 grams of prebiotic fiber to support gut health and vitamin C and zinc to support immune function, which you guys, if you've been following me on social media, know that I have some problems with my gut health and I'm always traveling. So anything to support my immune function, I'm a fan of. That's why Simply Pop contains the same real fruit flavors you know and love, and no added sugar makes for a soda that even a juice would drink. My favorite flavor is the pineapple mango. I just feel like it's so fresh and juicy, and it's perfect for summer. And whenever I'm drinking it, I feel like I'm doing something for my body, both immune system and my gut health. And the best part is that, again, no added sugar. So I just feel like you can't beat something like that. I personally highly recommend this, whether you're on the go, you wake up and you want something juicy, or, you know, just an outdoor summer beverage by the pool. Why not? So if you guys are interested in trying out Simply Pop, I'm a huge fan of it. I would recommend heading over to cokeurl.com/simplypop to find out where you can try Simply Pop. You've probably seen a million ads for hair growth products and thought, does that actually work? And I did too, until I found out that Nutrafol isn't like the rest of them. Nutrafol is a physician-formulated, clinically tested, and dermatologist recommended. So if you're dealing with hair issues like thinning or shedding, but feel totally stuck on what to try next, I get it. There are so many products out there, and it's hard to know which ones are actually going to do anything. And that's exactly why I gave Nutrafol a closer look. I remember first discovering Nutrafol back before I even got pregnant. My hair was thinning. Honestly, I think I was just stressed from, all of the stressors life brings. And I decided to start taking Nutrafol, and it helped out so much. I saw a noticeable difference within a few months. And then I started taking their postpartum formula again when I was postpartum. And that was actually very impressive because I went from going and taking clumps of hair out of my well, actually, I made my husband take the clumps of hair out of the shower, but nonetheless, it drastically decreased, and I was so happy. I continued Nutrafol well into about a year postpartum, and it was the biggest game changer. If you guys are new to Nutrafol, Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist recommended hair growth supplement brand, trusted by over 1.5 million people, and you can feel great about what you're putting into your body since Nutrafol hair growth supplements are backed by peer-reviewed studies and NSF content certified, which is the gold standard in third-party certification for supplements. And adding Nutrafol into your daily routine is really simple. Purchase online, no prescription required, automated deliveries, and free shipping to keep you on track. Plus, with Nutrafol subscription, you can save up to 20% off, and you'll have access to free one-on-one naturopathic doctor consults to support you on your hair growth journey, and a Headspace meditation membership is included. So see thicker, stronger, faster growing hair with less shedding in
in just 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com and enter the promo code Sunday. Find out why Nutrafol is the best-selling hair growth supplement brand at Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code Sunday. That's Nutrafol.com, promo code Sunday. There is not a day that goes by where I do not take my Symbiotica supplements. And when I say I'm the biggest fan of Symbiotica, ask any of my friends, my family. Literally, if you follow me on any social media, you would know how in love I am with Symbiotica. I love their NMN. I take it every single morning. And when I don't take it, I notice like middle of the day, like when I'm feeling a little, lethargic or tired or just like, I don't know, just not feeling myself. And I'm like, oh, I think I forgot my NMN. It is literally my favorite supplement. I first discovered it when I was actually listening to a podcast, and the founder of Symbiotica came on and he was talking about all the supplements and how they're so different from other supplement companies and wellness companies. And immediately I was like, I have to try this out. I took a quiz on their website. I tried out a few of their different supplements, and I'm a big fan of everything I've tried thus far. But like their NMN is something I religiously take. Another supplement that I love from them is their liquid colostrum. I feel like we've all seen like influencers, people on social media talking about colostrum, but it really is so good for you. It supports hair, skin, and nails. It helps maintain a healthy gut lining. And again, if you follow me on social media, you'd probably know that that's a priority for me. And it also supports a healthy immune system, whether you're on the go, you're starting school up, you're starting a new job, or I don't know, you just live and work and play around all these people. It's good to have a healthy immune system, especially with the change of seasons. And the liquid colostrum is in the flavor vanilla sea salt. So if you're somebody that likes to taste your supplements, because I feel like sometimes that reminds me to take my supplements, then you should really try it out. Another supplement that I love from them is their magnesium L-threonate. And the benefits here are that it enhances focus, reduces brain fog, and balances mood and calming, helps support stress management, helps support a restful sleep, which I definitely need. And it is in the flavor vanilla cream. And this is liposomal delivery, so faster nutrient absorption. Again, I'm the biggest fan of Symbiotica, if you can't tell. So if you guys are interested, go to symbiotica.com/Sunday for 20% off plus free shipping. That's symbiotica.com/Sunday for 20% off plus free shipping.
Okay, so you and Matt share your 4 daughters.
Mm-hmm.
What does a game day look like for you guys?
Oh God, it's chaotic. Well, for him, it's easy. He wakes up.
Has it changed
Did I
over
say
the
easy? His game day is easy.
Wait, but has it changed over the years? Because I feel like initially these guys are like, I want my game day. My game day starts the day before, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want it to look like this, in that order, and you drive me to the game. And then you start going by and you're like, okay, now we have you had twins first. So 0 to 2 real quick.
Yeah.
How has it changed, and like what does it look like now?
You know what? I will tell you that Matthew is a man of habit. So his game day has not changed much. The only thing that is different for him is he FaceTimes in the morning with the girls. I think the way he's wired and the position he plays, like starting from the night before when they're at that hotel, he's kind of locked in. But when he calls, I feel like he does get a little like it's less stressful just because he can feel the chaos in the home.
Yeah.
And the kids are running around. They don't really care that it's game day. They're like, Daddy, look at my hair. Like, Mommy braided it. And half the time it really sucks because I'm trying to learn how to braid, but I'm horrendous at it.
Oh, no.
And when you have 4 girls and they all want their hair braided. And then that takes fucking 2 hours.
They're like, I actually want 4 braids in my hair down the back. You're like, no.
And then it's like, oh, time to leave. And I'm like, well, glad I didn't put makeup on yet. This is fun. But no, I think it kind of relieves him a little bit just knowing that, oh, this is what life's about at home. I'm going to go play this game to the best of my ability. And I will say the post games have changed significantly. Pre-game, not that much.
Okay.
Post-game, in Detroit, he would come home and lock himself in a bedroom.
Yes.
Didn't want to talk about it. hated everything, everyone in his
love
way.
that.
Yeah, and then
Been there.
yes, and then
And my husband's not the quarterback.
yeah. Well, I mean, but we all feel it.
Yes.
Like it is
Maybe
a
at different
team-
levels for sure.
Well, maybe, but it is still a team sport. Like you lose.
Yeah.
The whole team loses. So, but when he comes home now, and if it's a bad loss, or if they're, if he didn't have a good game, whatever, it's pretty quickly forgotten. His daughters do that to him.
Which is
they don't give a
nice,
shit.
right? Like,
Yeah. Oh,
anyways, Daddy, do you know how to braid my hair?
yeah. Tai's like, hey, Daddy, watch me. Watch this. He's like, what am I watching? She's like, another cartwheel. And he's like, fantastic. But like, again, it just brings him out of that, realizing that football is what he does and life is just so much more than that.
Yes,
You know.
absolutely. Which it's funny, while you were talking, I was thinking, oh yeah, like the post game looks a little different. But our games look different, like my game and your game experiences. Because I almost just asked you, oh, like, so you bring the girls to the stadium? Are they running up and down? No, you're in a suite. I'm sorry. I was like, we have very different experience. You can do your makeup in the suite.
No, I love you and hate you for bringing it up. But yes, no, yeah. Well, when you have as many kids as I do, and we have a lot of family that comes out and supports.
Yeah.
Lots of friends too. It is just easier.
Yes.
And it is way easier with children. You can lock them in.
I
They
was
can't go anywhere.
never planning on going and sitting in the stadium with a baby or any child and sitting in the regular seats. I was planning on trying to befriend somebody and get my ass up there.
Girl, you could have befriended me. I'd be like, hell yeah, I'll take a friend.
Hey, so I have a tequila and I will be.
You would have been welcomed
You're
immediately.
like, actually, we already pre-ordered it. Stop. I'm like, okay, I don't know how this works. I will just show up with a good attitude.
I'll take it for the ride home, though. I'll take it for the ride home. No, I will say, though, when we go to away games, we sit, and I kind of like it. My girls love to sit, like, I mean, they like to see.
They like to see their dad.
And they get to wait. They, like, try and get his attention.
They're like, I just want to see my dad. And people in the stadium are like, oh, like, is he missing? No, he's on the field. We just need binoculars to see him.
No, and they love it, but it is stressful. It's also, like, stressful because people, like, will say shit, not to them, just maybe about their dad, not even to us.
Okay, I was going to say, do they say stuff to them about their dad?
Depends where you are. And I don't take them to a ton. I am taking them to a shit ton this year. Like, it's going to be, I'm stressed about it. It's a lot. And they're all East Coast games.
Okay.
We're playing all the East Coast teams.
I was going to say, like, what one are you looking forward to the most?
Well, we play Atlanta, which is where I'm from.
Okay. So you're looking forward to, like, seeing your parents.
Going
your
home.
Your
It's right after Christmas, too.
Okay, that's going to be nice. The girls are going to, everything.
It'll be great.
It'll be great.
It'll be so great. And Atlanta people, they're very nice to, if they knew it was us, I think they'd be very nice because Georgia.
I was going to say, do you have a stadium you've been to that you've had maybe a not so great experience and it was because the fans and how they treated you?
I did, but I got some backlash for even saying it. You know what? I will say, like, fans are passionate. I get it. And every experience has kind of, they're all different. I heard a lot of shit about Eagles fans. They were great.
Yeah.
I was
going to say, I'm kind of scared of all fans.
It's the really passionate ones. It's the rivals.
Yes.
I
feel like that's what makes football a little bit.
It does. And sometimes I can be too sensitive. I'm a woman and I have 4 daughters. And yes, I can be sensitive.
Me crying over a fly in my car. I get it.
I mean, when you're talking about how shitty my husband is, it fucking pisses me off.
It hurts too.
It hurts.
Oh yeah. I will never forget, and I can say this because we were a team. We were part of the team at one point. The Raiders. Oh my gosh, because my husband played for the Chargers. So they were in we played them twice a year. Terrifying. But then we became a part of them and I was like, this is incredible.
It's always that.
With the Cleveland Browns, I got barked at by fans, and then I was the one doing the barking. I like how the tables turned.
It's fun. I mean, I went to Detroit. When I was in Detroit, I did everything that Detroit Lions fans do, and then I went back and I was like, fuck this.
Yeah, right.
Damn it. But no, I mean, any rivals are always dicey, I feel like.
Do you find your girls also being that passionate?
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's my daddy.
Oh, yeah. Well, like, at one point, I remember what game it was last year. It was at our home stadium, and it was a different the opposing fans, and they found our suite and were looking up and said some shit about Matthew. And Sawyer's like, "Don't you say that! Don't!" And I was like, "Oh, so sweet." And also, like, screw you guys
Like,
for making my 7-year-old at the
my
time.
daughter can't make the headlines. Like, she's just a child.
Yeah. God, could you imagine if she threw something?
Why did you just drop the F-bomb? Like, Mommy will forgive you.
This is the time to use it. Remember we talked about the right timing? This is it.
Oh my gosh, so incredible. Okay, you guys have 4 daughters. That's, I feel like, a lot of hairspray. So Matt is a girl dad.
Yeah.
Do you think him having all girls has changed him or like taught him things that he wouldn't have learned otherwise?
Oh, for sure. I mean, gentleness, patience, things that I should be learning as well. He is, I think he was meant to be a girl dad. He always knew he wanted girls. He didn't want boys. I've mentioned that multiple times. No one believes me. I've sat him down and he says it and still no one believes him. But he has, it's funny. We watch, and I'm sure you felt it too. You watch your men in this manly sport where they're spitting and hitting and God knows what else is happening on that field. And then he comes home and he's like this gentle, lovely man.
With a tear on, nails painted.
Yeah, just like doing the thing. And it has, I think, honestly, having kids will change you regardless of what you have.
Right.
But I think it has made him into the man that, I mean, his potential of becoming this type of man was sky high and he's hit it. Like it's been incredible to watch, 1. And 2, I will say, I am praying for the boys who try and come after these girls because he is already like he's like, "Who's that?" Picking the girls up from school. Hunter, my 3rd, she's a little tomboyish like me some. And
Would you consider her the middle child because of the twins?
Yeah, I can. Yes, middle child. And she goes at her own pace, but she very much likes boy company. And Matthew picked her up from school. And he's like, "Why is she just hanging out with the boys?" Like, and she said their names are Parker and Landon. Like, who are they? Have you met their moms? And I was like, whoa, relax. Turns out I did meet their moms. They're lovely.
Yeah, they're great. They're great people.
The boys are super cute.
Love them.
Well done, Hunter. Good job. But no, he is already like on top of that. And it's crazy. They're all going to be in high school at the same time.
God bless.
Wild to think.
4 girls is crazy, but 4 girls in high school, I mean,
insane. I'm just going to take a 4-year hiatus. I'm just going to go, I'm out. Love you guys. Dad's got it.
Yeah, actually, Dad will be retired. Maybe.
Yes. Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Maybe. I don't know.
Or year 27. It's going to be great. Whatever.
I know you've probably gotten asked the toxic question. Did you want a boy?
No. Oh, yes. God. Matthew did not. I wanted all boys.
Oh, you wanted all boys?
I wanted all boys.
Wow.
I was meant to be a boy mom, but God knew I shouldn't be one, if that makes sense.
Yes.
I grew up, I had older brother who basically made me his little brother. And I loved it. Like, I loved being rugged, dirty, all the things. And I'd never really gotten into the makeup, hair, anything like that. I was pretty, what do you call it? Vanilla, simple? I don't know. So, and even when I met Matthew, like, that's how I was. But God knew if he gave me a boy, it wouldn't be good because I would have put so much pressure on that child. And he would have already had the world's pressure to be this incredible athlete and whatever. And I would have been right there with it.
It's so interesting to me. Isaac, when we found out we were pregnant the first time, there's not a second time, just making that aware. Everyone thinks I'm crying because I am pregnant. The first time, the only time. But when we found out we were pregnant, Isaac was like, "Oh, like I really want it to be a girl." Obviously, we didn't say this publicly because people are like,
people can't handle it.
Yes, but his preference was he really wanted a girl first because he was worried about how much pressure he would put on a son, and the fact that when our daughter falls, he's like, "Oh, are you okay, sweetheart?" Like, pick you up and give you a hug, and he was worried that if we had a son first, he'd be like, "Oh, you're fine, like dust it off and get back up."
Gotta be tough.
And now he's like, I do feel like I'm more like able to be a good boy dad because I feel like the girl softened me up to be like, no, that's my child, like through and through.
Oh, that's a great point.
But it's also interesting because he was like, I've been in a locker room with guys my entire life and I want a little girl energy.
Oh, Oh my God.
And we got our girl first.
I love it. And I think he's right. Like, to be honest, it's funny you say that. Like, when the girls fall, Matthew's like, you okay? And I'm like, you're fine. Get up. Suck it up. Let's go. I'm like, on to the next. Like, when you just said that, I was
no, she's doing that on purpose because she knows I want to leave.
Yeah, she's playing you.
Yes.
It's always that. But no, I honestly, he makes a lot of sense with a girl coming first. And like realizing, okay, I can be gentle with a child and still he will know that, like, all right, Dad's telling me I'm gonna be okay, but maybe next time we'll be like, hey.
I see myself in you where I'm like, all right, get it up. Like, we're okay.
Especially
is there blood? We're good.
Especially with the second one, you're gonna be like, you're fine. Let's go. Keep it moving.
Put more dirt on it. I'm sure that'll heal it faster, right?
Yes.
You've mentioned a few times. Well, maybe that was on your podcast.
That's okay.
But you've mentioned retirement because you think, okay, maybe this year. Oh, no. Okay, maybe next year. Do you feel like you've personally changed the NFL?
Oh my God, I wish I could say I have. Damn, that would be
You didn't think at all?
No, I'm trying. Still trying. My goal is to get grass on every field, and it's not working. You know what? I want to say it. The NFL sometimes I feel like is stuck in their ways. And I personally, unfortunately, no. I don't feel like it's impossible for someone to. I feel like I have made a difference in whatever communities we've been in.
For sure.
And with my husband and his career and where it's gone and whatnot. Not that I'm taking credit because that's crazy, but I do think having a backbone at home is a huge part of anyone's success.
Absolutely.
So NFL, no, but maybe organizations and communities surrounding where we've been, yes.
Huge impact, for sure.
Hopefully.
Yes. I feel like you guys do a lot of like community work, and I remember in Detroit thinking to myself, like, oh, they're like kind of a part of everything.
I loved that city. I would give my heart and soul to that city. And to be honest, we both came from situations that are not like ours. But I think we were both raised with the more you are given, the more you give. And to be honest, that's a big passion. It gives me joy to do those kind of things. It makes my life fulfilling, trying to fulfill others.
Absolutely.
And I think in Detroit, we did an incredible job with that. LA, we're still trying to find our footing. Like you said, like I will probably said on my podcast, but being in a new city, and I still feel like we're new. We're 5 years in, and I'm still trying to figure out what's the cause I want to put myself behind.
Yeah.
And as you get older and you have kids and you have different circumstances being presented to you, it's kind of like, shit, you got to really do your homework.
Yes.
So we're still, I mean, we do little here and there in LA, but Detroit was kind of my passion when we were there.
I love that. But going back to the brain tumor, you say that if I could give my like heart and soul to Detroit, you would. You gave them like the tumor is still probably in Michigan.
Yeah.
When did you find out you had a brain tumor? What were the events that happened surrounding that?
You know what? I was trying to teach my twins a front roll. And I was a cheerleader. I tumbled. It was a natural thing for me, but I started getting dizzy when I was doing front rolls. And I told my mom, I remember my mom sitting in the playroom. I'm trying to teach them on a cheese mat. And I looked at her and I was like, oh, I'm dizzy. I was like, damn, I'm getting old. And I wasn't 30 yet. And I kind of told Matthew about it. I was just feeling a little off. And he made me go get an MRI after I had an episode while holding our newborn. Which thank God he has hands, because I kind of threw. I also have great arms to throw. You know, it was a perfect toss of a child. But after that, we went and went to the hospital. Didn't get an MRI because, like most moms, I was like, "Listen, we have things to do." We were leaving for California because our season was over. At the appropriate time, right after the last game. And so, that was, And we were going to California. I was like, I don't have time for this. And so we didn't get the MRI, went to California, still having episodes, got the MRI, was sitting at UCLA and was
Wow.
told. Yeah. Really, really tough moment in both of our lives.
Mm-hmm.
I think I blacked out for the most part sitting there, but Matthew immediately got on the phone and started calling everyone he knew to try and figure out what's next.
Right.
Again, like looking back at it, I'm so grateful for it. We had been going. We had twins and we had Hunter. We hadn't really stopped to slow down in a long time. And I think our marriage needed it. I think our family unit needed it. And I think this was God's way of making us slow down and saying, take a second. Like,
Yes.
life is more than
Like a blessing in disguise, if you will.
100%. It sucked to go through. But
Yeah.
like in hindsight, I'm going, that made us the family we are now.
Mm-hmm.
And our marriage very strong because, again, you can get lost in this world really easily.
And do you feel like it made you remember what's important and what life is like about? And
1,000. All of a sudden, I didn't care. Like, I felt like we tried to keep up this, or I did keep up this persona that my kids were perfectly behaved in restaurants. And I would be so hard on them. They were 1 and 2. And I'm like, you knock that off right now.
mm-hmm.
And it was because I felt like the pressure that we had to be a certain way when they're just fucking kids.
They're just kids.
And all of a sudden I realized, like, what am I doing? Like,
Yes.
it was definitely a good pause for me to just realize, you know what? Life is more than what it might look like on the outside to people or people's views of you. I mean, I got stuck in that for a long time.
Yeah.
And so that really pulled me out.
I was just complaining to my husband that California is going through a heat wave. And whenever I'm hot, I just want to strip off my clothes. I hate feeling constricted and muggy and uncomfortable. And you know what? It's also way too hot for bulky, uncomfortable bras. And this summer, I'm reaching for Honeylove's cutting edge bra collection to stay cool, comfortable, and supported all season long. So if you're still dealing with underwire pokes or bras that feel like body armor, it's time for a serious upgrade. Honeylove makes the best wireless bras that feel like second skin. They're lightweight, breathable, and perfect for hot summer days or honestly any day. Whether you're rocking a t-shirt, tank top, or breezy sundress, their bra gives you the right amount of lift without the squeeze. Thanks to years of research, development, and testing, it is the ultimate bra experience. And as somebody who needs to wear a bra because after having my daughter, that's just kind of necessary, I'm reaching for any comfortable bra I can put my hands on, and that is Honeylove. So go ahead, ditch the discomfort, say bye to wires, and treat yourself to the summer support you deserve with Honeylove. For a limited time, you can get Honeylove on sale, so treat yourself to 20% off your entire order by heading to honeylove.com/Sunday. Support the show and check them out because you deserve this glow up. Treat yourself to the most comfortable and innovative bras on earth and save 20% off site-wide at honeylove.com/Sunday. Use our exclusive link to get 20% off honeylove.com/Sunday. After you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them, and please support our show and tell them that we sent you. Experience the new standard in bras with Honeylove. We all know changing up our wardrobe from season to season can be very expensive. And on top of that, I also have expensive taste. And so insert Nuuly, which is my recent favorite obsession. Nuuly is a subscription clothing rental service that's all about helping you have fun and get creative with your style. Renting from Nuuly allows you to shift your gears in your wardrobe without a complete overhaul. Every month, I rent 6 items from Nuuly's shared closet of thousands of styles for everything that I have going on or everything that I don't have going on because, yeah, they have sweatshirts too. So dressy stuff for occasions, trendy going out clothes, cute dresses, casual tops, jeans for hanging around, jackets, vacation fits, like literally anything that you would need, they have it. And I also love getting to try out different trending styles. So like colors, silhouettes, recently polka dots. I feel like I'm kind of into that. And I'm like, how would that look on my body? And Nuuly takes care of everything from shipping to laundry. You can even pause without paying a fee. So like if you need to take a break for any reason, you can do just that. Again, Nuuly is a subscription clothing rental service. So for just $98 a month, you get any 6 styles each month. So like you get to choose whatever you want for whatever you have going on. You have access to thousands of styles from more than 400 brands, and they're brands that you actually know and love. So like Hill House for Love and Lemons, Free People, Farm Rio, Anthropology, and they have inclusive sizing, so up to 5X as well as petite and maternity. And who wants to waste money on maternity clothes? Like, you're only going to wear them for a few months and then you're going to watch them collect dust in your closet, literally mine. And so Nuuly, I love that they have the maternity as well. Nuuly is a great value at $98 a month for any 6 styles, but right now you can get $28 off your first month of Nuuly when you sign up with the code Sunday. Just go to nuuly.com. That's Nuuly with 2 U's and enter the code Sunday to get $28 off your first month. That's nuuly.com, Nuuly with 2 U's with code Sunday. Nuuly subscription clothing rental, change your clothes. I have a list of things I want to accomplish before I think about adding another baby to our family. And on that list is therapy. Finding a therapist is hard enough, and finding one who actually takes your insurance can be extremely hard. And that's where most online therapy platforms fall short. Many don't work with insurance at all, which means you're stuck paying the full cost out of pocket or paying for an expensive monthly subscription. And Rula does things different. They partner with over 100 insurance plans, making the average copay just $15 per session. That's real therapy from licensed professionals at a price that actually makes sense. So think about it. You use your insurance benefits to maintain your physical health. Why would you not do the same for your mental health? And Rula isn't just affordable, the experience is tailored around you. Other online therapy platforms might match you with the first available provider, whether or not they're actually the right fit. Rula considers your goals, preferences, and background to provide you with a curated list of licensed in network therapists who are actually aligned with what you need, because they know that finding the right therapist can make all the difference. So, no wait lists, no frustrating back and forth. Rula makes it really easy to find a mental health provider who's accepting new patients and appointments as soon as tomorrow. Rula sticks with you throughout your journey, checking in to make sure that your care is helping you move forward. So if you guys are interested, be sure to go to rula.com/Sunday to get started. That's RULA.com/Sunday for quality therapy that's covered by insurance. Thousands of people are already using Rula to get affordable, high quality therapy that's actually covered by insurance. Visit rula.com/Sunday to get started. After you sign up, you'll be asked how you heard about them. Please support our show and let them know we sent you. That's RULA.com/Sunday. You deserve mental health care that works with you, not against your budget.
Do you feel like the NFL, the Lions organization, do you feel like they all kind of came behind you?
Oh my God.
In support?
It was honestly wild to see. The Lions, of course. I have so much respect for that organization and the owners of that organization. Martha Ford has a huge spot in my heart and my husband's, and always will. And the amount of phone calls, letters, just from the city of Detroit, but also, yes, the NFL surprised me. I mean, but everyone loves the story, so I'm also a little skeptical. I'm like, okay, but I was grateful because the more it spread, I just knew I'm a Christian, so the more prayers I know that were coming my way. So I was grateful for that. And I also think like speaking out sometimes about scary things that you're going through allows other people to open up.
For sure.
And surprisingly, a rare brain tumor all of a sudden was not rare anymore. Like the amount of people in my DMs, and now especially my cousin had it, same one. Same doctor she went in almost the same time, but just 6 years later.
Wow.
And he did hers. But that it just opens up kind of people discussing things that might not have been discussed before. So I appreciate, like, honestly, so much the support that Lions and the NFL gave me, but I just love that it opened it up so more people could reach out if they knew someone, or know, and we can kind of like go through it together.
Yes. I will say we were talking on your podcast a little bit about the grades and how the families are treated from team to team, but that is one thing that I do feel like the health of a family is always taken very seriously. I think it was the Cleveland Browns. I was having heart palpitations and I couldn't breathe. And I remember like telling my husband, like, I feel like we should just go to like the doctor. And he was like, we're not just going to like, I'm going to call the team and I'm going to tell them and they're going to come and meet us there. And I never felt like, it turns out I was really dehydrated.
It happens.
And very stressed.
You know what? And it's okay. It has.
Probably you hate comments are stressing me. Tone it down.
Yeah. Stop commenting shitty things on my page, please.
But that I do remember thinking like, okay, this is like our community. Like the NFL is a family.
It is.
And it is a blessing to be a part of. And I think especially now that Isaac has left, I'm like, oh, I do miss that aspect. I do feel like we're very much a part of it still.
For sure.
But I do miss it.
And I do like, if you were having the same issues right now and you called up the Chargers or
Oh,
Isaac,
yeah.
immediately they would figure it out.
Yes.
And that is such a great part of being a part of, you're right, a part of this community. But I will say in the mix, which is funny, the first person that Matthew called was the Lions team doctor. And he's like, hey, and that's who set up the MRI at UCLA.
Yeah.
Like they did all of it. And I mean, again, you can never thank someone enough for that type of shit. Also, I was like, fuck you. Now I know I have a brain tumor. Why'd you make me go do that?
They're like, maybe this is why she's been a little crazy.
Yeah, they're like, it all makes sense now. By the way, those comments suck. When they're like, oh, yeah, no wonder she's saying this shit. She had a brain tumor. I'm like, fuck you. You might be right, but fuck you.
Like I can't help but laugh.
Yes.
What kind of football watch? Like when your husband's on the field, are you like looking through your eyes, or are you just like, okay, it's been 17 years, I'm like gonna watch the play, and like, are you nervous?
Oh, girl, I am still like, I just this past year stopped throwing up at the beginning of games. I get so nervous.
I'm sorry, what?
I get so nervous.
Wait, what article just came out about Josh Allen throws up before every football game?
I didn't know that. I mean,
Yes.
he's the player. God, come on, Josh.
He says
he's
he
tougher than
goes
that.
and throws up, and the players all cheer him on to throw up, and then he gets his ass out there.
I mean, I guess I get it because I'm right there with him.
So you're throwing up before every game.
I was.
You and Josh should connect on this.
We should. Yeah, I actually, we might. I'm going to reach out. No, to be honest, I am really, I get nervous about him getting hit. I get nervous about him throwing an interception. I'm one of these. And
Yeah.
I just like, I'll just pray.
That's crazy that 17 years it doesn't change.
Oh, it doesn't change. He's still out there and it's just scary. And it's not even, and yes, I'm very scared of injury. That's one thing. But I'm also scared he's going to throw a fucking pick and be like, what the hell, dude? Come on, we were driving. Like that. I mean, it's, because it does feel, I know the weight that hits him when he throws one.
It's a team sport, but at that point, it feels like it's not a
all
team
his
sport.
Yes.
Yes.
Like, I don't know if a receiver ran the wrong route. I have no idea.
Yeah.
All I know is that your ball went into the other team. Like, what happened?
Yeah. My husband was on defense. I never had to.
See, but your husband, did he ever drop a pick?
No.
Did he ever miss a tackle?
Yes. Or else you'd probably have a job.
Well, see, that, and like their jobs,
I'm sorry,
right?
Andy. I love you.
No, it's like their jobs, and everyone fails every now and then.
For sure.
It happens. But like sometimes in this league, I feel like there's no room for failure.
Yeah.
So like, and also someone's coming for your job.
Very true.
It's true.
Somebody is probably in the locker room already.
Ready.
They're oh my gosh, actually at one point, one of my husband's friends, we were on the phone with him and he was like, oh, hold on, I'm getting a different call. 1 second. Mid-game,
No.
he got a call to go and try out for somebody's position in the middle of the game.
What?
Yes.
What in the world?
It was a kicker position, but
Well, those can get dicey. That's kind of like a quarterback. Like if you don't perform, you out.
I
Real
actually
quick.
have you think about it, you're like, oh, did your husband ever miss a tackle? My husband had to block the word daddy and dad from his TikTok comments because people were saying Justin Herbert is your daddy because he got stiff-armed trying to tackle Justin Herbert. We still talk about it to this day. He had to unblock the word daddy like a few months after our daughter was born.
What is wrong? One, what is wrong with you? And two, Justin Herbert's a big dude. Like
He is tall.
He's that's a big quarterback.
Well, have you ever seen a 6'5", 275-pound man drop because he got stiff-armed by a quarterback?
No.
Little. I was like, you know what? I'm going to turn off the game. You know what? I don't want to watch this.
If you had to be stiff armed by anyone, it's him though, because he's like the biggest one.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I can only imagine the feeling when a pick is thrown and you're like,
No, it stings big time. It really does. But like Matthew's final drive of the Super Bowl, I was in the hallway. I couldn't watch.
you couldn't watch. Well, then you're just hearing people cheer and you're like, are they cheering for my team or their team?
Didn't know. Didn't know which one was cheering, but like I couldn't physically. I just had to remove myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember this woman who was one of the waitresses for one of the suites. She was like, "Honey, are you okay?" And I was like, "I'm fine." And she was like, "Girl, if you're drinking too much, I'm gonna go get someone. We're gonna figure this out." And I was like, "My husband's the quarterback. I didn't drink too much. I just can't watch." And she's like, "Oh shit, my bad."
She's like, she actually needs to drink more.
She's like, "Can I get you something?" I'm like, and at that point, I couldn't eat or drink because it would just come back up. So I was completely sober, completely this big. That's real. I was so scared. It was gross because I was so stressed.
Throwing up every game it'll get you.
It was like every Sunday I didn't have anything to eat. It was bad. But
somebody actually responded to Josh Allen throwing up before every game. They're like, "Can you get this man a dentist? Because that can't be too good for your teeth."
Oh, he does have great teeth though. If you really think about it, mine are fake, but his teeth look great.
You're like, I can get mine replaced. It's fine. Like.
I did not know that about him. It's very interesting because my brother worked with him. My brother coaches in the NFL. So, Browns, Chargers, where else? Raiders. None of those teams. He was with the Bills, Jags. Colts. Now he's with New York.
Okay.
In fact, one of the teams we were about to get traded to, possibly, was New York, and he was the quarterback coach there. My brother's the assistant quarterback coach. I was like, family reunion.
In the family.
Yeah, I was like, this is great.
Wait,
not really. I didn't want to go.
You're like,
obviously, I didn't want to leave.
It's so interesting to hear, though, like, even, like, because I would say we're at this caliber, and you guys are at this, like, high-paid quarterback, and then my husband's defensive player, you know. It's so interesting to hear because my husband would have workouts and I'd be like, ooh, like the Giants, like that sounds fun. I'm like looking at, like, it's so interesting to hear that you have the same experience.
Oh, I mean, we were looking at homes at multiple locations that we thought we were going to
Zillow lives rent-free on my browser.
I love Zillow.
I still look at Zillow now. I'm like, what if you ever went to this team?
Also, like, when we're done, where will we end up?
So you guys know where you will end up?
We'll probably stay in California.
I think
if
so.
I had to guess. Georgia was always an option just because my whole family's there. But I have a rather large family, and my husband has always been on like the more quiet, just like side until he had 4 daughters. But him going there is like there's 60 people at our house every weekend. You know, it's just one of those. So I just, for his happiness,
come and visit you.
For sure. California's a great place to visit.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I love that. Before we wrap up, can you give us a quick synopsis of what it's like being married to an NFL quarterback?
Oh, a quick synopsis. Let's see. I love and hate the fall. I look forward to Sundays, but I also dread them in a way. I have a husband who is very dedicated to a certain craft that might end or that will end eventually. To be honestly the supporter of someone who has the amount of pressure that he has on him has always been something that I pride myself in. To be just a sounding board whenever he might need it, which is very rare, especially with football. But to raise our girls in an environment where they get to see their dad do something that they love and succeed at is really special. And I think gives them something to look forward to in their life, whatever their passion might be. But to be honest, it's a fun journey. It's stressful. It's fun. It's everything, honestly, that people probably think it is. Yes, there are luxuries to it for sure, but there's always, the other side of it, and that's fans can say whatever they want to me or my children and or my kids, and we just have to kind of deal with it, which is honestly a price that's for sure worth it. Yeah. But sometimes being in the I worry about my girls in the future, being Matthew Stafford's daughters. I always want them to have their own identity.
I worry about their boyfriends.
I worry for their boyfriends. I do think we will end up in California solely for the purpose that California doesn't care. People don't care.
I love it. Nobody cares.
No one cares. And everyone's somebody. You look around, everybody's somebody. So who gives a shit?
Yes.
So for my daughters, where it's like they can be themselves. But honestly, it's fun. I will miss it when it's gone for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I won't miss, getting sick on Sundays. But I'll be watching all the other quarterbacks and wondering, I wonder where their wives are sitting.
People are gonna
I
be like,
wonder
wow,
what they're doing.
Kelly really gained weight after he retired. Weird.
Turns out, bitch likes to eat. Who knew?
What are they serving in those sweets up there? That's crazy.
Yes, but it is all fun, and every year I look forward to another season, and every year I pray that it's a healthy season.
I love that. And then before we answer some rapid fire questions, what are you looking forward to next?
I mean, yeah, I keep saying retirement, and it never really happens. But when it finally does, honestly, I'm looking for our weekends to be about our family. I'm not saying they're not right now, but the girls are starting to get involved in sports, and they have games.
Yeah.
And to switch that to, all right, we're gonna go watch their games and support them in their and we still do it. And I go, Sunday mornings before games and whatnot. But I'm really looking forward to that. Just like switch where he can relax
For sure.
and cheer on somebody he loves,
And he can have wine in his
yeah.
Yeti.
Hell yeah. And he can be the support staff and telling me
Right?
to hush on the sideline like he always says, like, be quiet. I'm like, okay, sorry.
Do we think he's gonna throw up?
No,
before his daughter's games?
It depends on how high level they get.
Yeah, right?
No, probably
I'm
not.
just picturing that the girls are like, oh, yeah, sorry, I can't make it to our game on Sunday. Like, I have to go to my dad's game. And they're like, your dad, what, rec league? Like, what is he doing?
I
They're like,
know.
no. It's different. Yeah, he's a quarterback. It's a whole thing. It's whatever.
Yeah. And then they're like, wait, can we come? Hold on.
Yeah.
What? I want to come with you.
They're like, oh, wow, you should plan an event at your house.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I think you would love that.
Yeah.
Okay, some rapid fire questions.
Okay. Oh, God, I suck at these.
Game day outfit, loud Rams colors or subtle Ram chic?
Subtle Ram chic.
Game day footwear, sneakers or heels?
Sneakers. No, always sneakers.
When was the last time you wore heels to a game?
I can't remember.
Okay. Thursday night football or Sunday afternoon?
I love Thursday night football because I get the weekend
The
off.
whole long weekend.
Ah, it's so nice.
Sideline seats or hang in the suite?
See, this is where people are going to be. I like the sideline seats. I like to be up close.
You're like, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I can't eat or drink during games, so like that
Okay,
goes
that
to
makes
waste.
sense. Because I was going to say the Raiders suite had sushi, Toro sushi. They have.
You are not eating stadium sushi.
Oh, I was. And I was pregnant. People are going to have a great time with that one. Hell yeah.
Listen, I'm all about you eating
Yes.
sushi when you're pregnant.
The
but
team
not
doctor
from
was
the
right there.
stadium. Yeah, you're like, I'm good. We're good right here.
Oh,
She said
yeah.
it's okay.
No. Oh, my God. The Vegas stadium food. Oh, my.
Yeah, that stadium is like brand new.
T-bone steak. Oh, yeah. So good.
Okay, what?
Wait, I need to go back there. Okay. That's a different conversation.
I need to befriend someone who's over there.
Hello. Off season or regular season?
Oh shit! I'm gonna say regular season because I know there's not that many left.
Coaching your kids' teams or cheering from the sidelines?
Oh God, I should
Oh.
probably coach because I'm coaching anyways.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm one of those.
Kelsey brothers or Manning brothers?
Ooh, that's a good one. Wow. Oh God. Okay. Oh no. I'm gonna go Kelsey brothers. I know. I don't know. I love Payne and Eli though. And Payne and Eli are more our age. Like we're old.
Honestly, a little surprised. Not because I hate the Kelsey brothers, but just because.
Well, don't say that because you about to get a lot of hate in your guys.
No, I love them. They're great.
No, you know what? We Jason and Travis. We actually go far back to the. My brother played with Jason.
Oh,
on
wow.
the Eagles. And so we got to know them a little bit, and they used to come to the July 4th parties my family hosted.
Way back.
Yeah, so we
They
just
seem like a fun family.
they're great. But yeah, I just know them a little more than I know
Yes.
the Manning brothers.
She's like, it goes personally back.
Oh, I mean, I did.
Like, okay. Yeah. I don't think anybody's ever said, you know what, she has a personal reason. At the end of the day, weed gummy or glass of wine?
Weed gummy all day long. What's
I love it.
yours?
More recently, weed gummy.
I can function better.
Which is crazy because people will be like, you do drugs?
Oh, girl, I got a whole headline on this. I said it made me a better parent.
I'm sorry, but well, I wouldn't go to say
Every
that.
now and then, okay? Not every
You're like,
day.
you know what? Me clinking my glass. That's water, not wine. Okay.
That was the headline that came out, though. It said that it made me a better parent. Those are not my words.
But it is interesting how normalized a glass of wine is
and
not a weed gummy.
It does the same thing.
But
it
I'm like,
takes the edge off.
Have you tried a weed gummy?
Also,
there's different strengths.
1,000. I'm not taking a 10 milligram edible. I'm taking a little bite of wine, and it's giving me just like the glass of wine feel.
Yeah,
I think it's not legal everywhere, and it's still scary to some people. And
totally.
And so I get it, but don't knock it till you try it. You know.
I respect that. Where can the people find you?
The people can find me at KB Stafford 89. Is that right? Okay, 89. Sorry. And the morning after. The morning after media. God, that's bad. I'm so sorry.
What?
I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna say it's just because it's football season. So you best of luck. Thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to tune in. Can I talk? Be sure to tune in every Sunday wherever you get your podcasts.